Most predators are individuals' lone assassins, with a name, a face, and a signature strike. But in the deep archives of the jungle, the individual doesn't exist. There is no admin, no central hub, and no single point of failure. Here, you aren't hunted by a beast. You are processed by an algorithm. Meet the army ant. It is a living, breathing DDoS attack, a carpet of teeth and mandibles that doesn't just kill, it deletes. In this realm, strength is irrelevant, and walls are just temporary obstacles. The Legion has arrived, and they aren't here to hunt. They are here to clear the cache. Imagine a forest floor that begins to vibrate, not from a single heavy footfall, but from the synchronized movement of millions. The army ant colony operates as a massively parallel processor. They don't have a permanent home. They are a nomadic liquid network that flows through the jungle. Each ant is a single bit of data, but together, they form a supercomputer of pure aggression. They don't need to plan, they simply execute. This is a decentralized threat, where killing 1 or 100 or 1,000 changes nothing. The script is already running, and the network is self-healing. Nature has designed these soldiers to be the ultimate liquid hardware. When the Legion encounters a gap, a river, or a wall, they don't stop to calculate, they become the solution. They link their bodies together, chitin to chitin, mandibles to legs, forming living bridges and ladders. It is the most terrifying architecture on the planet, a bridge made of hunger. They adapt to the terrain in real time, rewriting their own physical structure to ensure the flow of the swarm is never interrupted. They are the only army that can build its own road, out of its own soldiers. To be in the path of the Legion is to witness the great erasure. As they move, the jungle goes unnaturally quiet. Birds flee the canopy, and every ground-dwelling creature enters a state of panic. This is the carpet of silence. The sound of the swarm isn't a roar, it's a low, rhythmic static. The sound of a million tiny legs on dry leaves that mimics the sound of falling rain. It is a sensory override that tells you the environment is no longer yours. The ground is no longer solid. It is a shifting, roiling mass of black and rust-colored intent. In this phase, the logic of the swarm takes over. They don't target your vitals. They target your entire surface area. This is systemic saturation. The army ant doesn't wait for a weakness. It creates one through sheer volume. They climb, they cover, and they find every open port in your defense. While one ant bites, 100 more move past it to find a new vulnerability. It is a siege where you aren't fighting a predator, you are fighting the sheer math of the hive. Every square inch of your skin becomes a battlefront in a war you cannot win. This is the processing phase. Once the swarm has anchored itself to the target, the mechanical deletion begins. Their mandibles work like industrial shears, vibrating with high-frequency precision. They don't eat like mammals. They disassemble like machines. They strip flesh from bone with a surgical efficiency that leaves no waste. It is a meat grinder that moves with the cold, unfeeling pace of a factory line. In the eyes of the Legion, you aren't a living being. You are unallocated space that needs to be reclaimed and repurposed for the hive. When the Legion moves on, they leave behind a clean disk. Where there was once life, there is now only skeletonized remains and polished earth. Even the most formidable predators, snakes, Lizards and mammals are reduced to white bone in a matter of hours if they cannot escape the processing zone. It is a hard reset for the ecosystem. The army ant represents the finality of the swarm, the moment the system decides that the individual files are no longer necessary and deletes the entire directory. The legion never looks back. They have no memory of the kill, only the momentum of the next execution. They fade back into the undergrowth, a river of black oil that leaves the forest floor scarred and empty. They are the nameless, the ones who prove that numbers will always defeat strength, and that the swarm will always outlive the king. The archive is purged. The data is gone. Nature is unpatched. Vanish before the ground starts to move beneath you.